Howdy-ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, our Realm Reborn. When we last left off, we participated in a Peter Gabriel reference, to an extent. But, on a more important note, our main story quest has made us into a mailman. We have taken a quest to help locate a courier who was bringing a letter to this guy here, but her chocobo was hurt, so we're taking it the rest of the way, because there's really nothing better for us to do. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? Stay a while and listen. Floopl sent you all this way because of a late letter? The boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me Captain. Captain Floofers. I'm just thinking how everyone called me Captain. It's cool. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The Brass Blades don't give a Kikirin's ass about this settlement. No one in Ul'dah does. All here have been forsaken, adventurer. They're refugees, they're protectors, and you will be too if you're seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good, leave. Such a nice fellow. Take this robe, though. And level 12. And we learned Blizzard too. I'll go ahead and move that over to the Blizzard cross there. Neato. So we now have an AoE that's centered on us. I mean, it won't hurt us, obviously, but it will hurt any enemies around us. And it will also help perpetuate Umbral Ice. Now, he's got better shoes than we have. So I may as well go ahead and get the shoes. I thought I told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, the lot of you. Fine then, listen well. A band of outlaws has been taking up residence at Kiveron Manse on the ridge to the south. Their leader styled himself heir to Eoland Kiveron, the syndicate member who died in the calamity. Spit. The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Baron von Kiveron III, Esquire. So he's a Baron and a lawyer? That's what Esquire means, is a lawyer, right? Anyway, we're going up into a place that does have more, I think I might have shown it off before, but more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Aggressive monsters. These ants will attack us. That's okay, they're only level 10. We are mighty level 12. And we just gotta find our way up this mountain here. It's a level 11 ant. And he's seen us. Alright, let's bring him onto the road so no one else joins the party here. We got this, though. Oh no. This is bad. Whoa. That's alright. We got this. Got some formic acid, that's good. Oh. No. Zap him with some damage over time, please. I don't think this does any more damage. Oh, it binds him. Use a potion as well. That didn't do much. That's great. Thanks. Potions suck in this. And to add insult to injury, not only do they not restore like a lot of HP, I mean they'll restore a percentage up to a certain amount, but they also have a recast timer on them, so that's great. I can kind of understand, but it still sucks. That might have saved us though. I don't know. I'm not talking to you. You're just going to start a fate here. And not only do we have the ones that are marked for the quest, but I think there are also some that aren't marked for the quest. Yeah, I needed that kill. Are all these guys, like, the same guy? I've heard of dual boxing, but this is ridiculous. These are the same guys I saw before, too. Yeah, they're doing the same quest. That's great. Alright, you kill that attendant. I'll kill this attendant over here. You can stay at a distance. That's good, because you just have a bow. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that, like, all 4 of those people are probably just, like, one person. And they might be gill sellers or something. I don't know. Entirely possible. Alright, let's get our HP and such back up. Alright, they spawn their own versions of the enemies there. I'll just wait until they're done so I don't get confused or anything. Because there's like... They're all spawning their stuff at the same time. So there's like 50 of them. So are there guards I should be wary of? Because... Or maybe they just show up in here. I'm just going to wait until they're done, because this is going to be incredibly... Oh, there's a guard. Fuck you. Yeah, I just should have waited until, like, they're just completely done. This is going to be problematic. I think I found out why... I think I found out why our server is so broken. Because, like, there are people who are controlling 4 accounts at once. You know what? I'm just going to sit here. I am going to sit. And we'll watch, we'll watch Quadbox McKillsteal here just do his thing. And yeah, so how are you guys today? I'm fine. I'm just chillaxing here. Maxing, chillin', chillaxing, all cool. I don't even think those are the words. Why are these guys, like, running into... Alright. These guys just keep running into the building. That might be a side effect of, I don't know, maybe, like, the other guy, the dude controlling, like, a whole bunch of other dudes at once. Are they gonna take this guard? Well, the guard's gonna go after me, so... It's mine now. Does it count if you attack them too? Count for you guys? Whoops. Well, I messed that up. It's okay, though. I'm trying to wait for my stuff to heal up. Are you done? Are you gonna leave? Well, you already killed your Esquire, dude, so... You just keep running into buildings, or just running into shacks, or whatever you like to do. There we go. Alright, that's all done. I probably could have just gone and, like, gotten some hits off of their stuff. I don't know if it would have counted for me, but I didn't want to be confused by, like, 5 of Baron Esquire showing up. I mean, hell, yeah, if you feel you can afford to run 4 or 5 characters at once, then by all means go for it, but still. Maybe he just wants a more, like, Final Fantasy-centric experience. And he wanted more than one party member. that's what I think it might be. That's what I think it might be. I think it might be he wanted to play a single-player Final Fantasy game, and rather than pick up one of the single-player Final Fantasy games out there, he bought like 4 or 5 different accounts for Final Fantasy XIV so that he could have multiple party members. So, like, one is like his Terra, one is his Locke, one is his Setzer, one is his Cyan, one is Sabin. I don't know. I haven't played Final Fantasy VI yet. I will be soon, but that's besides the point. So is it done? Good. I hope that wretch died screaming. I guarantee you he died at least 5 or 6 times while I was up there. Uldah's more prosperous than ever, some say. That might be true for the Syndicate, but none of that wealth has trickled down to the small folk. It's all a mummer's farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. Aye, my time has passed. The brass blades of the rose must look to others for guidance. Right. Sandals. What does this give us? This gives us a belt. We don't have a belt yet. So we're going to want, obviously, the one that isn't only used by tanks or non-magicians. As you may have noticed, I'm in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now, so in my stead, I'd like you to return the Horizon and give this daughter... give my daughter away. It's arranged marriage. Give this dagger to Fufulupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs to the brass blades of the rose. I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Oh, so that's easy. Let's just go to frickin' Horizon and give it to him. Sure, Mr. Quadbox is, like, right behind me. There he is! Ah, Floopl. I had received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter for me. The other day? It was the same day. Also, he's already level 18, I noticed. Only level 12. That doesn't matter. We're the real stars of the show here. Well, why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the brass blades of the rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leofric says I'm to have it? There must be some mistake. He couldn't possibly mean to tell me that. No, of course not. I am not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it. Good. Give me a belt. Let's go ahead and equip this stuff while we're at it. Oh, it wants me to equip the Helm of Light again. I should probably put the Helm of Light away so that doesn't keep showing up in my my best equipment suggestions, because we're not going to be using it anymore. Okay, needs to assist with his fellow brass blades. He's going to give me a shield that I can't use, so I'm just going to take the money with this one. The brass blades of the roads need your assistance once more, Floopl. Thaumaturgists from the ossuary are currently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. You didn't tell me that. Oh, sure, I'm good enough to go and, like, fetch their frickin' potions when they get hijacked, but no, I don't get to look into shit. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm still just a trainee or whatever, but that's... I now see what Kokobusi is all frumping about. He doesn't get to do any of this. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon Garrison has been charged with their security. But Captain Baldwin has sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons. I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the Footfalls and speak with Totaruna. Okay. Oh. Way out is... Oh, the Footfalls. Oh, that's this way. Okay. We're going to be, heading down this way a lot. And this is what I mean by, you know, coming back here all the time. Let's just repair the stuff that we currently have. We can sell a lot of this stuff, too. I'll probably do something with all that later. I might just, like, vendor sell all this stuff, just because I don't really feel like going through the, waiting game with the auction house or the market board or whatever. Like, if Floopl needs money, I can just, like, try to, you know, Western Union it through, like, somebody else from Floofers, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. Oh, look who's here. A bleeding venture come to help. I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin's about this. He said trusted men only. Any road, we got this under control. I don't know why. This is a Lalafell. I don't know what I'm doing. He talks like this anyway. Any road, we got this under control. And besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fufalupa. Boy's got a stick up his arse the size of a sabatender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay in Horizon. Fine. Give me money. Nunu Zofu, however, might have something for us. We are level 13 now. Again, better shoes. I'm not gonna get any kind of, did I equip that belt? I didn't equip the belt, even. Oh, I'm not level 14 yet. Dirt. I'm not gonna find any new gloves. Ever. They're not gonna give me gloves or pants. I mean, this stuff is, well, better than a lot of stuff we've been offered so far, but still. Alright. Hey, adventurer, mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the thaumaturges, see, and he wants them treated like to the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south to the village and tell Raffi that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for the feast. Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't get to help out with my fellow thaumaturges in, you know, doing stuff like surveying things and ruins and whatnot. Oh, no, but I do get to go over here and tell them, oh, we got the catering covered. I am completely unappreciated in my time. I tell you. What's an adventurer to do besides deliver mail and, oh, I can kill these monsters for you, but, you know, God forbid I should do anything important. No, just talk to this guy. Hey, we got fish. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin? Of course, we will do our best, sir. Unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise their catch will please. But do not worry, sir. The captain will have his fish, I swear it. Better shoes, I guess. Oh, and the next story mission is over here. Okay. He's giving us head equipment that we're not going to use, so I'll just take the ethers, probably. Whoop, I meant to say accept. Pardon me, sir, I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Except for this person, who I'm already talking to as well. Our village has been a haven for unscrupulous characters. One such band has taken over our tavern. They demand that we serve them buzzard thighs, thick shell legs, and scaphite slices. Scaphite? I've never seen that word before. I mean, I probably have, like, years ago when I did this quest, but none of which we have in our larders. Could you procure their ingredients for me, adventurer? I have not the skill to harvest them from the creatures. I mean, I could do that, or I could you know, influence the those people to leave. That could be a thing that I could do. Oh well. At least I still get to flex my magic muscles here. Oh wow, they have high defense. At least they're not aggressive. The buzzards are aggressive, though. There's been plenty of times on past characters when I was lower level and I was just kind of passing through, and they just would, like, attack me. Like I wasn't even in their way. And they would be like, nope, I'm gonna fuck with your day. This is still easy enough. Like it's gonna be a bit before we do like the high world traveling stuff, and then that's when like all the dungeons and stuff start opening up, which is gonna be a lot more what's the word I'm thinking of? Interesting. Yeah, Quadbox is over here too, so he's probably gonna take all of the kills. Oh, good! I needed to kill 2 of you. Whoa. Alright, let's start doing some AoEs, maybe. Standing out of theirs. Oh, I can use that bind. And just go, like, over here, and then be like, oh, well, right into that other buzzard. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to... I'm just so used to being red mage. And I keep forgetting how I have my buttons, like... Because I don't want to be looking at my, my skill bar the whole time. I should probably... Now that I think about it, I should have set my home point nearby. Oh, bother. That's okay. I will live through this. I'll eat another potion. No, I don't have... Take a dot. There. Alright, now I'll go over here and heal up. Oh boy. So that's fun. I got that high potion. I should probably use that too. Well, what's the max rating on these potions again? 160 max, up to 32%. And the same, but 340 points max. So either way, both of those options are gonna just heal a third of my health. Which is why it doesn't feel like it does much. I feel like it should do more, but I, you know, you forgot that little, bit of, what's the word I'm thinking of? I can never think of words I'm thinking of. Like fine print is that it only heals like a third of your total HP, but only up to a certain amount. These Scaphites are these little ammonite like looking guys. Open up with a dot, why not? Let's do this until... Well, I mean, I could transpose before, I just wanted to make sure I had, like, full... Get the cursor out of the way. Gas shell? Uh-oh. Good thing I saw that AoE wedge at the last second. Alright, let's avoid buzzards on the way back over. Because I don't feel like fighting any more of them right now. I mean, I could... If one, like, aggroes me, I can. Why don't they aggro that guy? He's standing still, so he's probably, focusing on his other dudes. Alright, next time, I will make sure to set my home point nearby when I get to another area, because that's pretty much gonna be like every time I go to a new area, it seems like I do a lot of stuff around that area. At least for the main story quest, not for like with Horizon, or not Horizon, with Drybone, it was just I was doing Thaumaturge stuff, so I was only there for like one thing. And leave with bandits. I'll take these ethers. And need to be level 14. Okay, that's cool. So in order to get to level 14, we'll need to actually, I mean, obviously get some more experience. What I'm going to do, I think now would be a time to start showing off, a good time to start showing off leave quests. So just for brevity's sake, let's teleport back to Horizon, because I don't feel like getting aggroed on the way there. I'll take a few leave quests. So leave quests, talk to you. Okay. Change of plan. I think I have to do something. I have to make myself, like, eligible for it by talking to the dude in the Adventurers Guild first. But basically, leave quests are repeatable quests that you can do for experience. I mean, that's what... And any quest will give you experience, but what by that I mean they're specifically set up for you to grind off of them to get experience points. And, there's always like a pool of like 4 or 5 it'll choose from. But like once you're done with them, you can immediately go back to the dude and get more, as long as you have allowances remaining, because there are only a certain number of allowances you'll have for leave quests at any given time. Now you do get more like every like real life day, and you can have up to a total of 100. Yeah, with Leaves of Horizon. And do I already have that? I have a better thing, so I'll take the money when I'm done with that. Ah, Floopl, Momodi said you might come. I take it you wish to undertake one of the many guild leaves available at the Adventurers Guild. I don't know why I'm Professor Oak for some reason. Guild leaves are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry, prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft leaves that require extermination of monsters, to tradecraft leaves that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term leave quests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Horizon and speak with Totinoa. You know, that guy who blew you off just like 5 minutes ago. He'll be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first leave quest. Alright, well we can do that then. So back to Horizon we go. We only have like a minute and a half left on the timer anyway, so... Tell you what, I'll do this quest and then before cutting the video, so... Now I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the timer. Turpentine. That's a good name, too. A fine day to you, adventurer. My name is Totinoa, and I'm in charge of assigning official leave quests here in Horizon. Sorry I blew you off earlier. You came at the behest of Eustace, are you? You are come at the behest of Eustace, are you? Nobody talks like that anymore. Excellent. Allow me to set you your first task. It shall be a simple one, mind you. Before I can permit you to undertake official duties, it is essential that you prove yourself of sound body and mind. Take a minute to review the task outlined in this guild leave. Do you believe it within your abilities? What pace? Oh, guild leaves. Oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. We already have 23 allowances. Isn't that some shit? All right, accept. Marvelous. A word of warning. When near death, pastes are wont to flee to their kin. Slay the beast quickly, lest you become a meal for its mates. So basically, they're giving us a like a sample leave quest to do. So it's a good chance for me to to show that off. And leave quests are always marked on the mini maps, or in the like in the mini maps, or on the mini maps of any kind. They are marked with green. So basically, what you have to do is you have to go into the green circle on the map, and then choose to activate the quest there. And then you basically just carry out your objectives, and you're good to go. And whenever you're done with the leave quest, you always have the opportunity to teleport back to the leave meet for free, so that you can turn it in right away if you want to. Usually, I take these in groups of 4, so I'll make sure that all 4 of them are done before I go back to the leave meet. But just go ahead and highlight what pastes crave. We'll also get a mole loaf for this. Not like I'll necessarily be using that. It's not pretzels. And again, I haven't used... oh, yes. That is actually a very good point. I will go back and set my home point to Horizon. Because we're going to be staying in this area for the time being anyway. Before heading back to Ul'dah. Yeah, that's a warning message that will always come up if your home point isn't set in the immediate area. It will say, hey, you know, you might want to do that just in case. But that's nice of them to set the reminder for you. Because I would have forgotten, and if I died, I would have gone all the way back to the city. I actually avoided doing that for a good long while on Floofers recently, because I tried to strategically set up my teleports and my home points and whatnot so that I could reach a plethora of areas for free or discounted areas. And one of those places I was using my home point. Because your home point, you can cast return to go back to your home point for free. The only downside to that is, I think I mentioned this before, but teleport you can use right away again, but it usually costs you money to teleport to places. But with return, you can cast it for free, but you can only cast it once every 15 minutes. But after a while, I was just like, you know, doing leave quests and whatnot for other classes, and I'm like, it's not really worth it to keep that around, especially because I don't go to where it was set to that often. So I just, you know, futzed about with my teleports again, and I just set my home point to wherever I needed to go. Alright, so now we can initiate this. We can set difficulty levels. This is technically a level 10 leave quest. And you can set it up to a difficulty of +3, meaning you can adjust it to basically your level. So this will be basically turn it into a level 13 quest by doing it like this, which is good because we're level 13. And the leave quests like areas are kind of like separated by level, and each place does a different like multiple of 5. So we have level 10 quests here. So there's going to be another place that has 15, another place that has 20, 25, 30, all the way up to, well, actually all the way up to 65, I believe, or maybe even 70, because there are leave quests like around in the expansion pack areas as well, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, so we have to take this guy out. And that's the only objective we have. And I think, like, the stipulation is that he was going to try to, because there's usually a stipulation with these, and, like, every place that has leave quests, like, all of the quests are similar. Like, they'll have similar, like, gimmicks to them. Like, the gimmick here is that he's going to go back and try to get help. So you gotta kill him quick. And that's the quest. So we can just teleport back to Horizon like this, and go right to the person who gave us the quest there. And we'll turn it in for our reward. But of course you triumphed. Here's your well-earned reward. And we also got a bonus based on difficulty and speed of completion. So we got a lot more experience than we normally would have, as well as that food. And now we can talk to him again to complete the unlocking of leave quests. An industrious individual like yourself could get a great deal of coin here in Horizon. So yeah. Case in point. Yep, city-state leaves unlocked. Okay. Guild hests are a different thing, and I'm really not interested in pursuing those. They're basically just kind of like extended tutorial dungeons. And I'm not going to do those, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. Let's go ahead and repair stuff, and when we come back, we'll probably, if we're allowed to, well, I mean, we may have to unlock that thing in order to do more leave quests, but no, we don't. We can just do more leave quests, right? No, it's not going to let us do it from here. But either way, we're going to find a way to get ourselves up to the next level and continue on with the story. But until then, I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?